Buckingham Palace, the scene of many glamorous receptions. In the past, however, Britain was unable to keep on top of its bills after spending too much on its wars. Battle gear on display at the German Historical Museum in Berlin recalls a time when wars were rampant in Europe. Economist Hans-Jürg Herr explains the financial repercussions of war and government overspending.
Countries have often taken on debt to pay for wars and then didn't know how to pay it all back. They always tried the same methods that resulted in a process of inflation. Money was then devalued by the state in order to reduce the government's debt pile.
A practice that also took place in the Middle Ages has continued into the modern era. After World War I, Germany's reparation payments were so high that the country sank into debt. The Reichsmark became practically worthless, and Germans turned to bartering to exchange goods and services.
Basically, the only way to escape is to take drastic measures, like Germany did in 1923. It got rid of its old currency and introduced a new one. In this case, you have to bring together employers and employees and tell them, here's our new currency.
Argentina went bankrupt in 2001 after spending too much on weapons, changing governments too many times, and pursuing a misguided monetary policy. The International Monetary Fund had to bail out the economy.
Argentina chose to go its own way. It simply said, we're not paying it all back. And as a matter of fact, it succeeded in getting out of its crisis and low growth phase.
Argentina's economy began growing again in 2003 thanks to help from abroad. But Argentinians still remember the painful process of going through insolvency, an experience the Europeans would like to avoid.